Hey everybody, this is Muffin with the Daily Biker Podcast. Just here to let y'all know the opinions and ideas expressed in this show are those of the hosts and their guests, not to be confused with their partners and sponsors. Now, let's get it on.
Hey guys, this is Sean from the Bikes and Beards YouTube channel, and you guys are listening to the Daily Biker Podcast. You're going to love it.
Keep going.
Cars, I completely get that on because when I redid the suspension on the Z4, I went
poly all day.
Everything was poly
All day.
All the old rubber bushings, engine mounts. I even did that on my old Volvos.
Yeah,
engine mounts were poly. Everything went poly. Transmission bushings, suspension bushings, everything went poly.
Did you do the control arm bushings?
Yes.
Did you do the bolt trick? Do you know the bolt trick?
I'm not familiar.
So you take the bolt.
Yeah.
Because the bolt goes through the bushing, but then it goes through two pieces of body work, or not body work, but subframe work.
Yeah.
So it's really long.
Yeah.
Like if you just put it through it, it's going to stick out like 2 inches on one side.
Okay.
So you put the bolt through it, through the bushing, not in anything. And then you take a box end wrench that's kind of long, slide it over the end of it, slide a washer on it, slide the nut on it, tighten it down, put the box end wrench through the hole of the bushing, and pop the bushing into place. Several mechanics do that. Because it's instead of spending hours to put in these bushings.
So I know what you're talking about, though.
The wrench trick.
Yes.
Yeah. Keep going.
When we did ours, though, I was replacing control arms. So I was replacing all of the old suspension components.
I was about to say, if you're getting, do you run aftermarket control arms?
Yes and no.
I was about to say, you could, depending on who you're ordering control arms from, you could order them with the poly bushings already in them.
I did.
Yeah.
That was, so that's what I'm saying. So when I say I went with poly bushings, it was part of what I was ordering.
Yeah.
And going with a 2-inch lower suspension all the way around with the Coney shocks and all that needed the differing so I could actually get the car aligned.
You mean Koenigsegg shocks on your CCX?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. You know how much money I have.
On your CCX that you're going to get rid of because you want a new Allegra D.
I just want my 250 GT.
Anyways.
But no, I like there are certain cars that I have done poly on and then I sort of regretted it for certain things.
Is that where you're with one car, but you can have any other car you want at the same time?
Yes. It's how I live my life. But
quarter mile at a time.
The poly bushings are great, but you do end up feeling a little bit more vibration than rubber.
Yeah, it's not going to be that way on the bike.
You can't feel more vibration than you already feel.
No.
So,
look, I rode the Valkyrie today. I was like, I don't even know if it's on. This is so nice.
Okay.
Why am I making this mistake? Oh, yeah. For funsies.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Daily Biker Podcast. My name is Marcus, and I'm your clueless leader. Today, we're going to go on a learning journey. I have Miss Muffin.
Hi, y'all.
And I have Daniel.
Hey there.
So, to fill you in about where the start of that conversation was at, because we don't do that a whole lot. Well, we do have conversations, but we don't usually fill you in. Was Daniel's adapter plate to mount the headlight visor should be in Monday.
To get to a regular bar riser.
Correct.
Because Harley screwed up.
Right. We have the risers.
Yes, we have the risers.
Risers are in hand.
The new visor.
The new visor is in hand with the most horrible packaging ever.
But it looks good. It looks really good
when you take it out of the package. But when it's in the package, it's
this is brushed as hell.
They did not send me the right thing. As soon as you pull it out of the package, it's like an optical illusion. Like, I don't even see how when you put chrome, because when you're looking at the package,
you can usually tell it's chrome.
It's like
that didn't even look
like the
chrome.
package with nothing in it. It's like, oh yeah, slide it in it, hold up, It's like the water in the straw and it jumps over.
If I had never seen that same thing happen before to something else that I've ordered, I would have been like,
how is that happening? This is witchcraft.
But I've had the exact same. It's, you know, something that was chrome and it looks brushed.
Yeah.
It looks like a dull silver finish in the bag.
Because that is an option.
Yeah. Which is also more dangerous with Harley stuff. And you put it through your parts department, so it's highly likely.
I put it through me.
Oh, you did it?
Yeah. I went back there. I searched. I pulled the part number.
Okay.
So no one else would be to blame.
There you go.
So the only thing that's not going to be chrome is that adapter plate.
But you're never going to see.
Well, you'll see a little bit of it, but it's billet.
Yeah.
So it's not.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So the adapter plate will be here Monday. The risers are here. The visor's here. Going to get the handlebars sometime next week. And then we were talking about bushings, which Daniel said he would defer to me on that. And I said, go poly.
Yeah.
And that's where you've entered the conversation.
So different vehicles require different things. Some rubber bushings are the better choice. For depending on how you want to ride it or drive it.
Yeah, it depends on where your flex is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if you want it to be a passenger vehicle and you want it to be smooth and comfortable, generally go with the rubber bushings.
Yeah.
On a car, a motorcycle, because rubber is what comes factory 99% of the time, unless you're getting a super sport style motorcycle where you probably do get polyurethane bushings.
Or solid. The XR had solid riser bushings.
Oh, no.
I bet a lot of dirt bikes have solid riser bushings.
Yes, they do. Hold on, bitch. You're going to feel that rock when you hit it.
Yes, you are. So that's what's going on with the Dyna. Besides the fact that the exhaust is in and on.
The exhaust is in and on, and the front crash guard is in.
Yes, engine guard.
Yes.
I know.
Yes.
I say
right.
crash bar, but then it's like engine guard or highway bar. That's what everybody calls it.
Well, I'm so used to the rest of my bikes, they're sliders.
Yes.
Frame sliders.
Well, with the exception of the Valkyrie.
Yes, but those are factory on the Valkyrie, so they're just like parts of the frame.
And
technically they are frame sliders.
And it's a needed highway bar or not needed engine guard. Because if it's not there, the head is the engine guard.
No, it did pretty good. Like that Honda made good metal for that.
Yes, they
guard.
did. Yes, they did.
Yes.
So on the forefront,
I will always still call them crash guards because that's exactly what they are.
I do too. That's what it's for.
Frame sliders, crash guards, all the same thing. Engine protection.
Yeah.
Bike protection.
So on the same day that Daniel's exhaust showed up,
you got your shocks.
My rear shock showed up. So neither one of us won the bet on who would get the parts first.
Now, I installed mine first because I installed mine Friday.
Yes. I saw you Saturday, and about literally an hour after you left, I installed mine.
Yeah. No, the UPS guy came. My brother was still over here in the house, and I looked at him and was like, you got about 30 minutes? Let's put this on. Let's take this old crap off.
Yeah.
Put this on. And it went on great. I still hate the way that Harley does those little rings to hold the collars on for the exhaust.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like that's very unnecessary. I understand why you do it.
No, I was going to say it's not too far off from like how the KZ is.
KZ's 2-piece.
What do you... Oh, you're talking about the fact that they're one piece?
Yes.
I thought you're... Never mind. I'm thinking something else.
The collar that attaches to the engine itself. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, there are some bikes that don't have that.
Correct.
It's like made into the pipe.
Yes.
Yes.
No, but I was looking at the Harley, and you have that ring that doesn't have any holes in it or anything like that, so you have to like bend it around to get it off.
I might be thinking something different then.
Yeah, it's a snap ring with no snap ring.
Oh,
that holds the collar. The collar that holds the light bulb just went off. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about the collar that goes over the pipe that holds the pipe to the head.
Oh, no. Well, I mean, that collar is a single piece, which is fine.
Yes. I thought you were talking about that.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, it's like the KZ. What you took? Now we're on the same page.
KZs are, some of them are 2-piece. So it's one on the bottom, one. Yeah.
Yeah. It's still not crazy to me.
Yeah. No, but that ring that goes around that doesn't have holes in it to just open it up with a pair of snap ring pliers, pull it off. You got to like bend it and twist it to feel like that's so inconvenient.
I'm not a mechanic.
Snap ring pliers. That's just 2 holes.
Nor did I ever claim to be one.
All it needs is just 2 little holes. Snap ring pliers. Poop. Done. Pull it off. Nothing flexes in a weird way. Nothing gets bent in a weird way.
So you were saying that I needed to ride the Dyna because it's peppier.
Yeah, it feels so. I did that old intake that was in there, and I did actually clean I pulled the entire throttle body out.
Yeah.
It was gross.
Yeah.
It had been ridden at low RPM for a while. So pulled everything out, cleaned it, put a new, didn't put a new intake on because I actually like the way that intake is.
I like that intake.
It's a factory intake.
Yeah, you don't need a different intake.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like I put a new filter on.
Yeah, I tell people like the STs. They have the elbow.
Yeah,
I'm like, I would go to the flat, which is what yours is.
Well, so I was looking, and my comparison, and my only working on Dyna experiences is working on Alex's 06. Or 05, 06 or 05, whatever it is. And it had a very restrictive intake because it had the clamshell on top of it, and it had just this tiny little hole down at the bottom where it was actually gathering air. It
had the black plastic on the backside.
Yes.
So that's because he has the factory intake. What you have...
Well, he doesn't now. We changed that out.
So what you have is a stage 1 intake. So the factory intake... Now, you have a stage 1 intake with a completely different housing. Alex's, they make using his as an example, because you saw his, a stage 1 intake that what it does is you take that front off, then you take that back off, and then the front goes back on. But you can't just bolt it straight on.
Fair.
There's an adapter plate that helps hold the outside on. So it looks like a factory intake, but it's completely open on the back side.
We ended up changing it with the S&S open air filter for his bike, which, I mean, looks good on his.
Yeah.
It runs great, does everything it needs to. The intake that he had on there was the original factory, and it had this like tiny little hole that air would get into.
Yeah.
But I was looking at that one, I was like, I don't, because you play around with like, should I just buy one? Should I buy something? Like, nah, I don't need to, because it's got suction all the way around.
I like your intake,
and all that is just a little cover that goes over the top of it.
Yeah, like if you had called me and said, "What do I need to do about my intake?" I literally would have said, "Put a new filter on it."
Yeah, and that's what I put a K&N on.
Because there was I know that intake.
Yeah,
the newer M8 bikes had a similar intake that it had a faceplate.
Yeah. And
that was basically it. Like you could see more of the filter than you can see on yours.
Well, the only part of the filter you can't see is the top, like a little tiny bit of the top, a little tiny bit of the bottom where that kind of.
Right. That's what I'm saying. On the new ones, it's not even like that.
Yeah.
It's like if you just took a Dremel and cut those pieces off, that's how the new ones are. And I love it. Like I tell people, I'm like the oval looped intake for a factory intake. That is the best looking Harley intake.
Well, and that was kind of my thing, because
guys that want to argue and say, "Oh, that other thing, it sucks in 15% more air."
No, it doesn't.
Let's get out and ride, and you tell me how much of a difference that makes. It's now hitting my knee. If you like the look of it, congratulations.
Well, and that was,
I'm 6'2". It hits my leg.
That was my other thought too, because that's fairly low profile and still has a good bit of surface area.
Yeah.
You know what? It also doesn't suck in rain.
Yeah.
It's not a giant cone filter sitting out in front that my knees bumping into, sucking in rain. Because I've ridden that bike in the rain. Now it had the old filter on it prior to me changing it out, but no issues. No, for an open element air filter, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
If I were to do that on the KZs, it would be bogging down or something like that. So,
well, then it would be the little quad filters.
Yes, yeah.
Those look cool as crap.
They do, but they're worthless.
So it's
unless your bike lives at full throttle, if you have a 4-cylinder motorcycle, especially an old 4-cylinder, KZ, XS, anything like that, do not do the pod filters. Those CV carbs suck when they have the pod filters on there, unless you want to go wide open throttle or nothing all the time.
That's why you just don't run filters. Just let it go.
Velocity stacks
look good too.
They do look good. Those FCR carbs that they put on the ZRX 1100, 1200s with the velocity stacks, the little like mesh coverings over the top of them.
How about the old school Gold Wings where they'll cut the hole in the top of the tank and have the velocity stacks come through the tank?
Well, a lot of guys did that when they put the Volkswagen carburetor on there. So a modification for the 1100, the 1000, 1100, and 1200s was you put a single carb on it, and they'd take the carburetor out of a Volkswagen Bug or a bus, or modify that to fit on the Goldwing.
Which is shocking because they're like, let's take a carburetor off something that's weaker and slower.
Well, you put new jets in it. You change it. It was just you used a carb body and put the intake runners on.
Yeah. So, my bike.
Yes.
Rear suspension's on.
So, have you gotten many miles on the new suspension, or? I mean, you rode it to nightfall, I'm assuming.
No, I had to work nightfall.
Oh shit! Yeah.
No.
Can you not find someone else to drive the truck?
No.
I wish.
We've probably put 40 or so miles on the rear suspension.
Not
okay.
much.
No. Front suspension has been ordered though.
Always good to do though.
So I won't say on here, but they came through exactly how I hoped.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Good.
I was
glad.
like it came through. And I told her, I was like, I'm doing it Friday. No hesitation. I was like, it's been done. I sent her a message. I was like, hey, bought my suspension. Because I wasn't dilly-dallying around with that.
No. Well, to be fair, the way that it occurred, yes, you absolutely should have.
Yeah.
True.
You've also been talking about it for a very long time to get everything updated. I know for a while.
About getting new suspension. And I wanted that other suspension.
Correct.
And I would still love to have that other suspension. But
I think maybe when you get the front end done.
Well, I feel like this is God's way of saying, hey, let's just do this instead.
Yeah.
Everything's working out pretty affordably.
Right.
Just let it ride.
Yeah. By the time it's said and done, just to like some insight, it'll be $3,000 worth of parts and labor-ish for a third of the cost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
insane.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Part of that is because they took care of me on the rear suspension.
True. Yeah.
They really did.
Yeah. So
I'm still waiting. Like if they want to send you just some Dynashocks.
I'm going to say this.
13 and a half inch. Like, you know what? Honestly, I'm okay. If it's 13 up.
I have been paying attention to how the ride goes.
Yeah.
Because riding the same route, you know where a lot of the bumps are.
Yep.
And where to avoid and stuff like that. And I've been running Legend shocks, and I've been like, man, they're really nice and comfortable, but they've been leaking fluid, so they're not actually working the way they should. I now have shocks that are working the way they should. They're still very nice.
Yeah.
Well,
Legend makes a good shock.
Yeah.
They really do. It's a good shock. Yeah. It does exactly what you need to. And you do have the reservoir shocks. Because Legend makes like
No, I don't have reservoir shocks.
Do you not have reservoirs on those?
Mm-mm. They make 3 different tiers.
I thought you did have reservoirs.
They make a Revo A, and a Revo Arc. The Revo Arc has the reservoir.
I thought you were...
That's what I wanted was the...
I may just be picturing something in my head.
I have the Revo A. So the difference between the Revo A and the Revo Arc is a remote reservoir shock.
Okay.
And with the remote reservoir, it's faster fluid cooling and stuff like that.
Yes.
So on rides, the fluid cools down faster and operates better. The shock operates better.
Okay.
For me, it would have just been looks.
Well, yeah.
True. Yeah.
Like for 90% of people, it would have just been looks.
I'd say that probably is a higher percentage than 90%.
So the only thing that the advantage that those have over what I got is they have a second adjustability point. So mine has I don't remember. Mine either has dampening or rebound.
Okay.
And whatever mine has, the other one has that on the remote reservoir, if that makes sense. So like if mine has an adjuster, a 6-way adjuster on the bottom of the shock.
Yes.
And we'll call it rebound adjustment. Okay. Well, on the piggybacks or remote reservoirs, they have a dampener.
Correct.
So I could adjust dampening. But the way mine are designed, when you put them on properly, aka have a tech and you sit on it and you set proper sag and stuff like that, not so bad.
Yeah.
So, but for the cost that I have in that, I'm not complaining.
No, I would not either. Because that's actually very similar to how the factory shocks are on the ZRX. So on the reservoir itself, on the top, you have an adjustment. On the bottom of the shock, you have an adjustment, and you can change the spring.
Yep.
Your standard adjustment on the spring.
Yep.
So you have the three adjustments.
Yep.
And they all work in tandem, setting the sag, the rebound.
Yep. And the front end is weighted for my bike. I didn't have to go with the heavier because we're not going to cross that threshold. And then
Well, you know what? I'm actually glad that you said that. Because I see a lot of people when they order shocks, they order spring, inserts for their front forks. They always go with the heavy duty.
Yeah.
You don't
heavy duty on Olin, or not on Olin's, on Legends. It's either 5 or 550 pounds. That's not bike weight.
That's passenger.
That's passengers and gear.
Yeah.
On the bike.
That makes sense, actually.
Trust me. I'd have to have 3 muffins to exceed the 550.
Correct.
Yeah.
Maybe 2.5. You look a little pudgy.
Like when I was talking to the guy, I told him, I said, me, because he asked me, I go, me, my wife, and all our gear that went to Sturgis, we probably didn't break 400 pounds.
No.
I wouldn't think so.
So,
but that's the thing. A lot of people think heavy duty means like performance.
Yeah.
That is not what it means.
So on the front end, I went 2+ performance. So the 2+ simply means that the inserts are 2 inches longer. So I'm getting new fork tubes. So the front of the bike will be 2 inches taller because I did 2 inches taller on the rear. The performance means the coupler that's inside that allows fluid to pass is going to be a little bit smaller of a diameter hole to slow down fluid transfer.
Correct.
So it'll be just a touch stiffer.
Which is perfectly fine.
Well, I wanted it a touch stiffer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Makes absolute sense for a more aggressive riding style.
Yeah, because I mean, we do cross country riding, but we go out and do aggressive riding.
More of our riding is local and aggressive.
Correct. And also with the
now, I do have to say that's where I love the electronic suspension on the BMW.
Well, with the
where I can set it. Do I want comfort? Do I want sport? Do I want normal? Well, it stays in comfort or sport. Fuck that normal
with
shit.
all the fantastic roads that we have around here.
Comfort is really nice around town.
Comfort is nice, but
no, I'm also talking about a sport bike to begin with.
I won't have as much of a bottoming out issue.
Yeah, because you're not going to have as much dive.
Correct.
Yeah, you're not going to have. I don't know the term.
Well, they Legends actually calls it anti-dive.
Did they call it anti-dive?
Yeah.
Okay. Honda did that in the 80s with air. You put 4 PSI in the front forks. Yep. 6 PSI was too much. If you wanted 6 PSI, you might as well be on a track. 1 PSI, like why?
So
about 4 PSI in those air shock or those air forks. It was ridiculous.
So hopefully those will be in sometime when you're listening to this later this week. And I can get it put on. And as soon as that's done, I'll be hollering at you and go, hey, come take this for a ride.
I'll need to.
Well, it is a unique experience because 2 inches doesn't sound like a lot. But when you take that bike and you make it 2 inches taller, it's noticeable.
Yeah, I would imagine that it would be.
Like, because I've rode the Road King. The Rage King was 2 inches taller.
Yeah,
and I've rode it, and it's noticeable.
It's a more aggressive stance.
It's noticeable.
Being tall, you don't think of taller as being more aggressive.
Yeah,
but for a Harley, taller is more.
So
aggressive.
What's so funny was Tyler Crabtree's Rogue Line.
Yeah.
2+.
Yeah.
Took my seat off because he was like, dude, it's a lot. Your seat's thick. So I took my seat off and put it on his bike. And I sat on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I could still sit flat-footed with a bent knee. But what's so funny is if I stand up straight
mm-hmm.
and then I bend my knee and go down just about like 3 inches, that's where the butt hits. So it's almost like when I'm pulling up to a stop, the one thing I won't be able to do is stand up and get air underneath me. Like, that's not going to happen.
Good and bad, depending on how you want to look at it.
Because of the height.
Yeah.
So
well, that's also why I know me and you were talking about the rear suspension for the dyno. I think a 13-inch shock.
I still think 17s.
No.
We got to get the fender gap, bro.
Oh, God.
What, we just stand Heather in the fender gap?
I mean,
what if we want to?
No.
You can buy a dyno and you can 18-inch rear shocks.
So I'll say this for 14s, for anybody that's looking at doing 14s on a bike. If you're running dual exhaust, you cannot do it.
That makes sense.
If you're running a full-length exhaust, you cannot do it.
Short or mid-length?
Short. Well, there's a catch to that. Legends is going to tell you short exhaust only. Okay? If your exhaust does not come past the bolt for the shock, you're fine. If you have my exhaust, that's about an inch and a half past that bolt. You have to do what I did, which was get spacers.
For the exhaust to move it out.
Yeah, so where the bracket bolts up and then goes to the back and then the exhaust is mounted to it, we took those bolts out, pulled the exhaust out, and put spacers in. And I have like a half-inch spacer, or not a half-inch, like a quarter-inch spacer towards the rear.
Yeah.
And like an 1/8-inch spacer on the front one.
Yeah,
so it still angles back.
So it's kind of angles.
Yeah.
But it doesn't affect the way the exhaust mounts or anything like that.
It doesn't change anything.
Just enough to get that clearance.
Put a spacer in and put new bolts in, and it's perfectly fine. If my rear suspension drops out, that bracket will touch, just barely kiss. And we figured this out when we were doing this because it's already kissed before. We'll just barely kiss my swing arm. But it's not hitting the swing arm. It's the edge of it is barely rubbing the swing arm. So it literally, like, I was like, what's this? Because there was a dull spot. It just wasn't shiny.
Yeah.
It hasn't even scratched the powder coat.
Just taking that little clear coat off.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. So, but one day, I have considered buying a different swing arm. So, which would change that because it wouldn't.
Would it be possible to go with just like a slightly thicker bushing for the back or a spacer on the exhaust just to move it out just even a hair more, like an 1/8 of an inch more?
It's the bracket.
Is it the bracket?
Yeah, it's the bracket. So the only thing I could think of, and I don't know if it would work, would be to take the exhaust off, unbolt the bracket from the bike, and space it out a touch. but it's not rubbing enough that it's a concern.
I mean, it's not going to wear through the swing arm.
Correct. But like, if I wanted to get, eventually I was like, I want one of those Hot Boy swing arms from like Track Dynamics or something like that. It wouldn't rub.
Yeah, because those are narrower.
A little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's narrower. It's not narrower inside diameter. It's narrower outside diameter.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, because the Harley one makes a big old fat tube.
Yeah, well,
it doesn't have to be a big old fat tube.
When you're making it for that type of application, you don't have to. Yeah, I mean, if you always notice, like performance parts are generally slimmer, thinner.
Well, it's because they're like
lighter weight,
solid cut billet parts.
You would have laughed that day when we put that SP Concepts exhaust on.
Yeah.
So the whole box came.
Oh, you said everything was lighter than just the muffler.
Rear can.
Yeah, just the muffler, not the head pop, the muffler.
Yeah. So I handed Alex the box because I needed to, sign for it and everything like that. Gave it to him. And then I was like, just grab this muffler.
Yeah.
That's sitting here over in the corner of the garage.
Yeah.
The muffler itself. Now the head pipe and all the crap that they had on it.
Yeah.
Substantially more. I mean, we're talking about double the weight at a minimum.
Oh, I'm sure.
But just wild.
So I'm going to look up.
And I'm glad I went with the stainless steel and not the chrome.
Yes.
The stainless just looks, and it's already got that nice, like, golden bronze color to it.
There's a little bit of rainbow starting it.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
It's looking good. Now, I've ridden the dog piss out of it the past couple days since I've had it, since I put it on there. And that's what I wanted to put it through a couple different heat cycles.
Oh, yeah.
Because when you get a stainless like that, running through the heat cycles, I was making sure that there are no leaks, the head pipes, make sure everything's connected properly. Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Everything's solid. And it's got that nice, like, call it a straw brown. That golden brown, good look. All the welds are holding really well. The rainbow color on the welds looks good.
It just looks good.
Yeah.
It sounds good too.
Yes, it does. And getting on it too, the fuel mileage on that bike is completely diminished. I don't know why.
So the one last thing I want to touch on, and actually, if you're listening to this, you can go to YouTube and find it. Go to YouTube and type in Garage Composites. It is a podcast. They call it the Garage Cast.
I've heard of that.
They have some privileges that I wish I had.
Okay. Who do we need to talk to?
Where
we can get privileges.
What do we need to do?
Where they get to interview some very important people.
Okay.
So in their most recent episode, they actually sit down with Artie and Bill Davidson. Artie's the new CEO.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you're saying that Keith is not an important person?
But Keith has not been on the podcast.
Yeah, he has.
Keith. No, I thought you were talking about my Keith.
Oh, no, I'm talking about our Keith.
No, yeah.
I was like, that one has, but...
I mean, we could get your
I don't know
Keith.
if our Keith is important or not. I mean, he's important to some people.
I don't know
We
if he
could-
would
we
do
could
the
get
podcast.
yours. I can talk to him.
Look, our Keith is important to some people. Okay? Our Keith right now is riding high on the hog.
Yes.
Yes, he is.
His wife got a new degree and bought him a motorcycle.
Right?
Yeah, well, I think he used that as an excuse. That's okay.
Fine.
So, congratulations, Mr. Keith Ray, on the purchase of your new motorcycle. Last time y'all heard Keith on the podcast, he had his white Road Glide.
That he had to buy in Sturgis.
That he had to buy in Sturgis because his last bike blew up.
Which is for sale.
And now Keith has a 2026 Street Glide Limited CVO in the blue with chrome trim.
It is.
That he's already put some headlight on it and did LA Choppers bars on it.
It does look good.
It's
So
pretty.
it's
a good looking bike.
yeah, it's a very gorgeous motorcycle.
I did like the Road Glide though.
So did I.
It's for sale.
Yeah. Well, if he wants to donate it to me.
You can donate it to the podcast.
Keith, you can donate that bike to the podcast. We will take good care of it.
Yes.
We'll write you a receipt for it and you can put it on there and see if they'll give you a donation
Tax write-off.
for tax
Yeah.
write-off.
Yeah.
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 I mean, that's basically cars for kids.
Yeah.
And on that bombshell.
Hey everybody, this is Sean at White Lightning Harley Davidson. I want to thank you for listening to the Daily Biker Podcast. You can reach the podcast on Facebook or Instagram at The Daily Biker, or you can email the podcast at thedailybiker@gmail.com. Be sure to keep an eye on White Lightning Harley-Davidson social media pages for the most up-to-date information on all our events and where you can find the boys.